Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, and welcome to Zendikar, the land of adventure. You are joining in Travis Semulin Sours. We're doing a best of 3 draft on Magic the Gathering Arena. Chat is already saying hello. If you'd like to watch the drafting action live, you can do so at www.twitch.tv/Semulin, where you can see me first pick a Deadly Alliance. I think that's what I want here. The best 4 cards are black. I think Deadly Alliance, Vanquish the Weak, and Thought Thief are in that. I don't think Scourge of the Skyclaves is actually very good. And I don't think I would call Highborn Vampire good. But I think these 3 are probably way above the others. The reason I'm taking the Deadly Alliance is I don't have to be blue-black if I play this. If I am blue-black, I'd rather have the Thought Thief. But I'm probably, like, there's 5 colors I could pair with this, including mono black, which is not going to happen, but let's try to be the most open we can. That's the same print run. Interesting. I don't know. I've only seen it played once. It was by an opponent, and it was trivial to beat. That was my experience with it, so I may need to like see that played out again. It feels weird to pass 2 Thought Thieves, but if I have 2 Deadly Alliances, I can really build around that. And just play black party with red, white, even blue, because we should be competing for different cards. So I think I'm pretty happy starting with 2 Deadly Alliances. It's likely that it leads me into Golgari, but it could just as easily be black-red. I don't love black-red party as much, but I'll play it. There's some consideration to thinking about the other cards here, but not a lot for me. And nothing here is really pushing me in a direction. But I know that we are... draft view is a thing of the past. That's not what we do anymore. There is one view. We have Magic View and Among Us View. But Among Us is not loaded up. So you'll get to Magic View. Since I know we're black, I think we're going to take the Predation here. The reason I got rid of it is at a certain point, I'll almost always stop and switch to this to look at the curve. We're just not quite at that point yet. Tivner would be okay in like a blue-black value deck, which I like a lot. I really need to determine what's open and pair with that. And I don't think it's going to be blue from the next direction, but I think this is one of the better cards in the pack. I don't mind the Ambusher. I don't mind the Hellion. But let's see what we can do with this. If red's open enough that I'm getting 3rd pick Royal Eruptions, I may get free red cards going forward. I had the draft view set up when I wasn't tinkering with the curve and everything before. I don't think I need to prioritize the Ambusher, and I don't want to be that committed. Like, it's possible we're supposed to be wizards. It's a moment of truth. Because we're getting 2 signals here. One is for the Shadow Cat and just move into Golgari, and the other is for the Relic Amulet. This is really tough. Vanquish stays open, but I don't need the Vanquish. I gotta take the Shadow Cat. This is a preference thing. Because I think this is telling me that black is actually open in this direction. And the Shadow Cat being there, I think, is telling me that green-black is specifically open. This is a pretty easy pack beast. Because we're playing so many Deadly Alliances and don't have any 2s. But I think this is putting me in, we're black, we'll pair it with something. It's probably going to be green. Unless we get really surprised here. And then here's the best friend of the Shadow Cat. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Green-black is often open. So Golgari specifically, there's no one drafting Golgari, or we wouldn't have spun all these cards. There may be people drafting green and or black, but we're getting the payoffs for our deck. So this may not look like it. What do I want here? Probably a Zendikar. I've been main decking that a good... No, I need the Warrior tag. This may not look like it, but this is like we got 2 Relic Amulets. Because these are the uncommon payoffs for our deck. And nobody else at the table wanted them. So they're not as good as the Relic Vial or the Relic Amulet or any of these other things that go in their deck, right? However, we're going to get all of the uncommon payoffs for our deck because we just got 2 in pack 1. So my guess is that we're going to go into Golgari. Red does feel open adjacent too, so we'll keep that in mind. I guess I would have gotten 2 Relic Amulets anyway. Here's where I want to take a black card, and I may be able to get away with it and just grab a Gloom Hunter. But there aren't any wizards in black. I saw Bryce ask earlier, but it does also count instants and sorceries. So if I'm playing mostly blue creatures that are wizards and removal and blood beckonings in black, you could make a Relic Amulet work. As long as one of your colors is blue or red, you can kind of make it work. But I think I like the Gloom Hunter here. I'm going to assume we're on the Golgari plan until knocked off of it. It's a good wizard. A good cleric. What are the chances I want to speculate on this cleric pass? Because that cleric actually makes the Shadowcat playable. What am I missing here? What would I be taking? A Visionary? Maybe a Subtle Strike? Those are just not high picks. It looks like white's back on the menu. Well, if you're looking for a sign, there it is. Because we've already got a cleric here, a cleric there, everywhere a cleric. And again, I'm not missing anything for Golgari. So y'all show me the way. Meh. 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 It's actually green-black. I thought we were going to do something else, but we're not. Because we're getting 5th pick Rabid Bites. I tried. I tried, boys and girls. But they simply will not take the green and black counter cards. That could lead to an interesting splash. I'm not opposed to having access to that. What's up, Puff? I could have had 2 crabs. It's not crazy to think that we could have gotten a good rogue deck here if I'd been a little more forceful and taken the Sky Thief pack 1. I suspect we still would have seen the Rabid Bite super late. So I just kind of need to fill this out with creatures and a Blood Beckoning now, and we've got a deck. Ideally, the creatures are Scythe Cats, because we're not really doing that much counter shenanigans just yet. But we're doing enough. Yeah, I think what we've got is a blue-green drafter, maybe here or here. They might. I hope they do. That means they're not going to be incentivized to pick things like Shadowcats. Visionary's great. Come on in, buddy. And we can splash this Royal Eruption if we need to. I don't currently think that we need to. I would not have offered... That's not realistically a splash we should make. I wouldn't have offered to do the haircut if I wasn't comfortable doing it. I learned a long time ago, having been in sales, that you don't want to promise something you can't deliver. Like, you don't want to do that. So I think here we probably want to grab this kite sail. It can give you the ability to fly over your opponent if you get stalled out on the ground, which is quite often something that can happen in green-black. Because really the only flyers you're able to pick up are things like the Gloom Hunter. I don't think we need to splash the Royal Eruption currently. To be serious for a moment, you want to splash when you have the ability to splash like it's free, and when it's giving you something that you don't have access to normally. And a deck that has 2 Deadly Alliances and 2 Rabid Bites doesn't need a removal spell, really. Soul Shatter is pretty reasonable. I'm not unhappy with that. Let's grab that. Ideally, we get past some Skellington. In truth, you want to promise something you already want to do? Huh. Maybe. Like, I don't think I would have done it on my own. I wouldn't say that I want to do it, just that I'm not opposed to doing it, if that makes sense. I do still need a Blood Beckoning. I would pick that quite highly. But this Rogue is a nice find for us. Give us a little bit of evasion and a Rogue tag for a deck that's pretty interested in one. This Rogue, also a good pickup. It plays nicely with the Rabid Bite and gives us the last piece of early game we really need. I'd like a few more 3-drops. If they could all be Scythe Cats, that'd be perfect. But they may not be able to be. I'm going to have to play something to get value out of this Horn Beetle. Because, like, it's good with Draena is not enough. I'm going to keep taking the spell lands while they're here. I think I can get their own playables, but it's going to be interesting. Oh, yeah, I know, Chris. I didn't think that you were accusing me of it. Constrictor isn't awful, but you should be able to get one later. If you don't, then your color pair isn't actually open. What's up, Crud? We're doing good, man. How are you? If I can get like 3 more bodies, I don't care what they are. I think we're good now. There's a possibility I have to play a Scale the Heights, but I don't have one, which is making me a little scared. Hello, Body, and welcome to the team. We're glad you're here. Yeah, Wizards was open too. This is a weird draft. I think there was a blue-green drafter picking up all my Gnarl Rids. I don't think there was a black-green drafter. Because I don't think I should have seen the Shadow Cat and the Horn Beetle if there were. That's perfect. We're done. Exactly what I wanted. Yeah, and make sure you're still doing your homework, man. Well, there you go. Who was trolling after all? Heck yeah, this is exactly what we're looking for. So we've got all these plans. Like, realistically, I think I want to run 15 basics, which will give us 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 lands in this deck. Good, Crud, good. I think it will help you. So green-wise, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And black-wise, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is perfect. I'll just add 1 more of each. Why would you not do that? Isn't there one of these that has Venus flytraps on it? That seems like an appropriate homage to growing up in Wilmington. Yeah, I was surprised not to see the Hagra Constrictors, but I think I've got enough going on that I can live without them. Generally speaking, I'll just play them over basics, pinks. Like, I don't think the formula works, but there's a situation here where we really don't have enough playables to count them all as lands. So what I'm kind of doing is considering that the Rogue and the Florahedron aren't lands, they're just spells, which means I've got 15, 16, 17, 18 lands. Like, ideally, we won't be using this as a land either. So, like, if I could draw it up perfectly, then it would look a little different, but we didn't quite get everything we needed here. I also didn't get a Zendikar, which I usually want to have access to, and I don't, so that's a little terrifying. Are we ready to stream raid? I believe we are. There's 125 of us in the training grounds. But I'll also just, I'll usually just play 16, 17, 18, whatever the deck wanted anyway, and then just count them as lands. All those formulas people were talking about in the beginning of the format were not good. Easy peasy. Keep with the kills, Antique Viewbot with the assists. Scrolls for Orcish Fort and Joe Bags. Happy Orcs Giving. Let's go kill some turkeys. Boop. Like, you splash for something that you need, or something that's so easy it's free. Or the format just encourages 3-color decks, right? Like in Khans of Tarkir or Kaladesh, it's just like, it's so easy to play powerful cards. You may as well do that. I think we did that the other day, Aloy. But that seems kind of brutal, doesn't it? We are interested in trading off, but I don't think they need to know that just yet. Like, they're gonna send it. I'd like to trade this one off first so a subtle strike isn't quite as good for them. Oh, yes, mill me. Well, that's incredibly awkward. But I have to believe we can find another land, and if we can't, I can always Blood Beckoning back the Drana and be okay with that. I was gonna say, just don't pacify it and we're okay. And then they pacified it and we weren't okay. Pacifism was good in one set in 1942. It's good in Mirage and never again after that. True. Fair enough. I guess you didn't really want to be a pacifist given the constraints of the time. I didn't think they were going to make that trade, but I think I'm happy about it. Oh, it's certainly going to be in my cube. You've got one too, don't you? I don't like that. Oh, that's, game over, man! The music swelling to a crescendo right as you die is a bit awkward. So I need, like, Deadly Alliance into Deadly Alliance. I don't think Forest does it. That's why they made the trade. It's incredibly awkward, too, because it was the Inscription of Ruin that got me. Like, I could use the Pacified Draena to kill their, if we still had the Kalini ambush, I could have used it to kill the Scion and then get her back. But it was literally pacifism that beat us there. And, like, you can see how good, something like... What's the card? Broken Wings would be here, and I don't have access to it. I can potentially splash for a disenchant, but I'm a little uncomfortable. Well, okay, I could maybe hit a Pack Beast, but if the only target I know they have is a binding, I'm a little nervous bringing it in for that. The splashing will also get worse if they're actively milling me and making me discard. But I don't think I actually have a sideboard for this deck, which is really unfortunate. It would like one. Well, to be fair, if I had a Broken Wings, it'd probably be main deckable. All right. Can do something with this. I think that's a little too fringe, although something we could potentially consider for game 3. I need to see them having like 2 or 3 pacifisms. Yeah, and that's fair, Mushroom. We've got a way to do it main deck if that's what we're looking for. Weak. If I had a few clerics in the deck, I might consider it, but we really don't have any. But I don't think that's a tract we can take. Again, maybe we do want that disenchant now on the splash. So I would get back a Pack Beast, which is not great. And I can't really ambush that now, which is a little awkward. This could be very awkward indeed. They get to pick. They're not going to give me back the counter bug. Once again, Deadly Alliance could be rather interesting. Okay, I'm down for the disenchant on the splash now. I may be down to just Kalini ambush this next turn if they don't grow it. Or kill this. Like, there's a lot of things that could go wrong here. It's also worth remembering for the future that they've got a Wrath in this deck. Like, their card quality looks a lot better in Game 2 than it did in Game 1. And they beat me in Game 1. I'm probably still ambushing it. They're putting the counter on it now, though. They kind of have to. No, okay. Nice. I don't even have to ambush it. I can save my ambush for later if I need it. What a good draw. Do I want to do it now while it's nice and safe, though? I think I actually do. Like, they don't even have a cleric anymore. I think that's the right call. It's a little scary when you have no cards in hand, but... Hey, what's up, Chris? How's our resident Florida man? Yeah, I'm enjoying having my hair down while I can. This may not work out well for us. The good news is they'll be blowing up their own Relic Vial and Felidar Retreat, which is something. The bad news is I kind of need a Blood Beckoning to get things going. They could also whiff on the land, fair. And we have enough power and toughness that if they whiff on the land, they have to play something here. On the floor? Yeah. Well. Show me what you got? I guess it's this flashing into chump block? I guess the lesson is we shouldn't have played out the Zoff Blood Bog. Because just playing that this turn would have been pretty great. Alright. If they're not attacking, I don't need to kill this. They might play something that I'm a little more interested in getting rid of. Like a 3/3 Vigilant Flyer. Undo inversion happened. The undus were inverted. And then we killed them. So that splashed Disenchant is looking a little better when we know they have a Pacifism, a Relic Vial, and a Felidar Retreat. So I think I'd like to do that. And I have the technology. We also have upper planes, which are the best planes, obviously. And the weird plane of tilting. Now, what's actively bad against them? I mean, one of these brutes can go. They kind of suck anyway. I don't think there's anything that's just like straight up bad. But I could cut another land, right? Because we're going on the draw anyway. We've got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 lands. Yeah, you just cut a land here. I can cut a green source and be fine. Well, I kind of need the green source to find the other source, so maybe we cut a black source? Awkward. Little awkward. Not very awkward, just a little awkward. And I don't think there's any other cards I can realistically play here. Because I don't have any clerics of my own. It's not like we're going to get them. I realize Drana's a cleric and the Pag Beast is a cleric, but like they're an actual cleric deck. All right. We can party. If we want to. We can leave our friends behind. Because if they don't dance and if they won't dance, well, they're... And now it's in your head, too. That's called Simception. This is getting more and more difficult. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. No, I can't help you with that one. You just did it to me. Hero J, thank you for buying the Sim Tank skin. Shazam. We're 19 away. Y'all spam some chairs for Chris. Cats, chairs, whatever you like. We're now 19 away from what I thought was a ridiculous goal. I'm kind of just dead, huh? I can't attack with this. I'm kind of just dead. Yeah, we're one deadly alliance away, which is to say, not looking great. I don't want to chump block the bird, but if I have to chump block the bird, I may as well try to draw a card with it. Because I think I have to chump block the bird. It's about what I figured, but it's okay. I can't eat the bird. I actually need the life gain. Dang it, Bobby. Whew. This is not helpful. It's got to be Deadly Alliance into Deadly Alliance. That is not Deadly Alliance. We do not have a subtle strike. Gillinate! Thank you for gifting a Semulin skin. The magic is happening. Thank you very much, Skullinate. There is no reason for them to block this, and they know it. Which kind of leaves me, again, just dead. Flyers are good. This is why, boys and girls, when you're drafting, if you can, you want Broken Wings. You don't have to splash for Disenchant. And you want Nissa's Zendikar. These are things that you want to have. Now we must spam cats and chairs for Skullinate. Thank you very much, Skullinate. Because we did. And it's sad. But what's not sad is this lovely, balding clipper. We will be doing an unboxing of that in the not too distant future, because it is available and ready. Thank you for the recommendation, Chris. All right, I think we are ready to stream raid, and then we'll see if we can get a 2-1 out of this. I hope we can, because that was a bit demoralizing. But we got to get this turkey. Hold! Hold! All right. Get wrecked, turkeys. Techno Shaman with the kills. Paul with the assist. Gold for Joe, Brian, and Chris. Skullinate gets them scrolls. And now we got a boss turkey. My Meemaw skin is still on cooldown, Aloy. My apologies. I will have to tank it. Thank you, Sasha. I apologize. I'm still thinking about getting my face kicked in after we beat that in game 2. Just like, oh, I got some flyers. Oh, you're dead. Like, nothing I can do about it. Rabid Bite, Deadly Alliance. All right. Hey, look, Rabid Bite, Deadly Alliance. Where were you guys last game? Aloy, thank you for the bits.
No turkey versus turkey battle.
We will have turkey versus turkey battles. I'll spam some cats for Aloy. Thank you very much. Turn 2 Rabid Bite. Go, go. Seems relevant. I just love the little add-on that makes the emotes fly around. I think it's cool. The hair trimmer does go burr. Or purr, more accurately, right? Thank you for becoming part of my Twitch alerts, Tommy. We just racing? I'm down for that. Now that's pod racing. Okay, we're just playing let's trade removal spells, which is fine, but like if that's what we're doing, I need to get back in control of this and double spell. It's so much better if I wait a turn. Or it could be so much better. How many removal spells can they have, realistically? Even if I don't rip the land, I can still play it out as a 1/1 to block this and have Deadly Alliance up. That may frankly have been a better plan. But this one turns out to have worked out in my favor, so I'm not unhappy about it. No! I'll just have to draw a card that gets it right back. It's so terrible. They've given me the opportunity to trade this for something better than the Cleric. So we're going to take it and then maybe turn the tide of battle next turn. They've got basically 2 cards to look at to kill this bat. And if they don't, I think I win. We're not that close to this getting bigger, but... Oh yeah, Thwart wrecks me. It may mean that they have one in the deck, but perhaps not one in hand. That's not good enough. They've got Drain for 2 on a stick. I think I have to go in with the Sky Cat and the Gloom Hunter. They can prevent the life gain from the Gloom Hunter by sacrifice. Oh god, I have to swing team or not swing. And I can't kill them if I swing. They would block the Gloom Hunter, sacrifice the Sky Dancer to drain me for 1. Sacrifice the Sellsword to drain me for 1. Then they kill me with a creature. Then I need to make them do that. Because they could not have a creature. God, Relic Vial is absurd. I'm bad at Magic. I don't think I can swing team here. I don't have any instant speed life gain, do I? No. I don't have any instant speed life gain. I'm dead to a creature. Don't have one? Alright, I could draw something to kill this in response. No, because I'm dead to that too. I could have done that end of turn if I wanted to play around them drawing a creature. Okay, we've got to protect our life total more aggressively early. I didn't think that they were a cleric deck initially. I thought they were just a party deck. But that vial is just riggedy wrecking me. Like, this is the... Well, I guess they're not a cleric deck. They have a cleric in their party deck. And that was enough to make this useful. Alright, so that explains why they were wanting to race so much early. And why we do not want that to happen in the future. Once again, I think we're bringing in a disenchant on the splash. And I think that's just kind of the droid we're looking for. This is the split we made before, right? Because I've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, apparently. Broken Wings would have been 500 times better, but I didn't get one. Is it a party deck with clerics or a cleric deck with parties? I have heard clerics like to party. I did pass one, but at the time, it seemed reasonable, and I thought we could get another one. I will often keep one-landers. I won't keep them when I'm on the play, though. Without very good reason. That one does not have very good reason. It's more like 40% to win. We will try to aggressively trade off if given the opportunity. Maybe very aggressively. That's so much removal, I don't think I can depend on this doing the thing. My hope is that they kill something here. Yeah, that may have been the case, Ranger. Because we did see a Blight Priest there towards the end. Brenna's not living. So I don't think I want to throw away something for Drana. There's no way they're not killing this. We'll Blood Beckoning it back later, hopefully. There's an approximately 0% chance that she survives through that. So, like, that is what it is. Well, the upside if they don't kill it is we get a 4/4 flyer. Like, Air Elemental ain't the worst thing you ever did see. I'm okay with that. Better to have that bound than the Drana. Not quite sure what they got here, but... Not a whole lot of reason to hold these. It's, I guess there's some argument that holding these protects future hands or future draws potentially from a mind rot. Or Hadron isn't really doing anything. I would still play it, but it's like the end of the world. That's what the disenchant was for. Let's hope they don't have another one. Are you supposed to have a subtle strike? Give it one. Telling me they have some sort of +2/+2. Draw a Deadly Alliance before I can block, or something before I can block it. It's possible they're just looking to get it in the bin so that they can reanimate it or something, and I'm just giving them infinite value off of that. And as long as this doesn't mill the Blood Beckoning, we're pretty excited about it. Gosh darn it, I gotta stop saying that. I think that's game. Yeah, they were just looking to thwart it back. No, they had another one. Okay. Yikes. That's a big yikes from me, dog. I have to kill the flyer. That's the thing I have the most trouble handling. That would have been useful a turn earlier. Blood Beckoning too. Alright. We're somewhat dead. It was Cleric Day. And I didn't get the memo. We can satisfactorily say, though, that pacifism is not very good in this set. Which really, that's all we needed to get across. Aha! I have you now. That was rough. If the Blood Beckoning was still in there, I could do some math and see if there's a way to live another turn. I don't think that there is. That doesn't involve chump blocking, but without Blood Beckoning, we're out of that. This is a really good mill for them. All right, chat, say goodbye to YouTube. YouTube viewers, if you would like to watch me go 0-2 live, you can do so at www.twitch.tv/Semulin. Thank you for viewing. We'll have another YouTube video for you real soon.